Hi, my name is Sam Harris. I'm a behavior analyst. I wanted to talk today about some of the challenges that we might have to face when we're helping serve individuals with mental illness. And this includes individuals with autism and also a diagnosis of mental illness. Some of the things we're going to have to deal with are med changes. It could be that psychiatrist is doing their best to get on top of this situation. And so there might be frequent changes in the medical regimen. On top of that, we might also see med compliance issues. Maybe they're taking the medications, maybe they aren't. Maybe they're taking them irregularly. And those things are going to affect the behaviors that we're observing, and it can make it more challenging for us to understand the connection between the consequences and the behavior when there's that other factor in between. Or our clients might sometimes be inpatient stays, or they might be in jail. I've had that happen before. Well, I drive across town, I'm ready for several hours of a session, and I'm going to train staff or whatever, and they'll open the door and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, they went inpatient at 1 a.m. I forgot to tell you." And, well, how long are they going to be inpatient? We don't know. So that uncertainty is just going to be part of addressing the needs with those clients. It's going to be something that we're just going to have to deal with as it comes up. As we're working through behavior analysis approaches, what we're doing is we're shaping the behavior of a client by shaping the consequences, and they are processing, consciously or unconsciously, the connection between those things. Well, their ability to form new understanding, to form new memories, their learning ability could be limited by intellectual disability, medications that they're taking. Sometimes there's illicit drugs that are involved. There could be a sedating effect of any one of these. There could be depression. And so none of these are something that's going to stop our ability to serve, but it's going to complicate things. The program might not move along quite like we would like to see. So we're going to have to be smart about how we adjust the program. One of the obvious complications is when you've got individuals with psychosis, with delusions, with hallucinations. And that's because part of our stock and trade is to see the antecedent, to see the behavior, to see that consequence, and to understand the process of thinking, conscious or unconscious, of the client as they are behaving in a certain way. So what if, as an outsider, I cannot observe some of those antecedents? Perhaps it's the voices they heard right before the behavior. What if I can't observe some of the consequences? It's the feelings and consequences, hallucinations that I might not be able to see. So I am blinded in my ability to understand what's happening. And there's ways that you can draw those out and try to understand those, but they're imperfect. So that can be a tricky part of the approach. Sort of the nature of the industry is that group home workers and behavior techs and things, there tends to be a lot of turnover. So sometimes you'll make progress in a program and you think, yes, this person's getting it, man. We're getting somewhere. They're good at implementing this program. And then they move and you've got somebody brand new coming in. That's just going to be something that we're going to have to deal with as we work through these programs. So the integrity of the implementation of our plans, it's all over the place. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. There will also be times when the team collectively, you know what, they're fed up with this behavior of the client. And so they've decided to pull them out of a setting and put them in a more restrictive setting. And they're going to try one more thing. They're going to call the behavior analyst. So when you come on, they let you know, all right, we're all done. We're fed up. We're just going to try this one thing. So you got days to do this. Well, of course, that's not how it works. And I explained to them, hey, guys, it took us years to get to this point. It's going to take us months to dig out of this hole and to see things improve. And that's not always what the team wants to hear. So part of our job is to help them understand the learning process and the behavior change process. Because of these challenges, results are not certain. I can't tell you, oh yeah, if you use ABA in these cases, it's all going to get better. Well, God willing, it will. But because of these challenges, sometimes we don't see the progress we would like. Or sometimes we see that partial progress. Things are better, but they're not as far as we wanted to go. And that's just what we're going to have to deal with. That's a part and parcel of helping this population. And I'm not saying this to say, hey, you know what, because of all these challenges, don't bother. No, I'm kind of saying the opposite is there's all these challenges And serving these individuals and trying to make their life better is worthwhile. And so we need to prepare ourselves to face these challenges in delivering service and go at it. We need to do it for the sake of these individuals and their families. They are worth serving in this way. So I hope this stirred up some ideas. Feel free to reach out to me if you want to. And until next time, God bless.